Well, well, well. Tony Robbins, my favorite person. He has a Tony Robbins economic warning. And if you listen to that crap, first of all, you got to understand who Tony Robbins is. He's extremely greedy. He's into brainwashing. He's into NLP programming. His videos, if you even look at it for a second, trust without a doubt, he's trying to brainwash you. And this nice little warning is not about to warn everybody what to do. I mean, if he wants to look at why the friggin' economy is collapsing, he's the one that's done it, a good part of it. He has brainwashed everybody into doing everything that's wrong. So if you're going to take any of his courses, trust you're going to be brainwashed into doing everything that's harmful for humanity. This man has no soul. Okay, now if you even look at it, just kind of look at it from the perspective this man is trying to brainwash you. How does he do it? First of all, he gets on the same page as you. He says, hey, don't listen to me. I'm not an expert. So right away there, you're more susceptible to listen to what he's got to say because he's like, oh, one of us that does, not one of these experts. He's also saying that his best buddies are all of the friggin' banksters or all of these economic guys that they're the ones at the top making all of the money. And look at the people, get a mentor. The mentors that he uses are people that say profit off of the harm being done to other people. Be the guy that profits off of old BP oil destroying everybody. Be the company that is going to clean it all up. This guy is so full of bullshit. And at the end of the day, you know what he's saying subliminally, little message of get coaching, get me, pay for another one of my courses, because I'm losing money because nobody's buying my coaching anymore. He throws little hints like get a coach. Who the hell is he? He's a friggin' coach. If he's giving you the message of warning and hey, here's some information for you, who are you going to believe? Who are you brainwashed into believing? Oh, Tony Robbins. There, go and invest your money and go and get coaching from Tony Robbins, and he'll tell you how to fuck up a global economic system. How? By how you can benefit out of destroying the planet. That's what these guys that are profiting so well off of bad times, they're the ones that profit off of bad times. They look forward to bad times just so that they can profit more from bad times. There's no interest in doing anything good for the economy. It's all about you profit more by building people up just so you can crash them down because there's money in crashing shit down. Now, there's also a tiny little bit of information that he's saying there that, our economic growth comes from spending money. So it's like he hasn't put two and two together that everybody's friggin' unemployed and everybody else that's not unemployed is going to save their money for a rainy day, but he's trying to encourage you to spend your money. Because that's the way that's going to get the economic flowing. So you know what? Where are we going to spend our money? Getting a friggin' coach like Tony Robbins. That's flowing the money right into his friggin' pocket. He's the guy making all of the money. And if you ever go to any one of his seminars, which I have, he'll make sure that you don't have enough food to eat while he gives you that seminar. He'll make sure it's really fucking exciting because he'll mix it in with music so that you're really enjoying your programming, and at the end of the day, he will use credit. He'll say these words. If you want this to last, you have to spend another $10,000 for another one of my courses. He doesn't actually say all those words. He says, if you want this to last, take another one of these courses that happens to cost $10,000. He's made more of his wealth off credit cards because while I was at that seminar and while I was in all of these groups of people that were thinking Tony Robbins is the big, huge hero, they would go to these seminars and use their friggin' credit cards to pay for another course because, yeah, they wanted that good feeling to last. So Tony, and nobody that works for him is actually getting paid. He has brainwashed people into doing labor for free. for him to make all of the money. He doesn't share any of his own friggin' wealth. If Tony Robbins was really sincere, whose money is he spending? Is he spending any of his own money? Who is he spending his money on? Is he supporting anybody else's businesses? No. It's all, and then there's another little subliminal message there. It's pay for your debts. We have to pay for our debts. Guess what? They want you, the little guy, to be paying for the debts while these big guys don't have to pay shit. They need bailouts. Piss me off when I see bullshit like that going on. The big guys, the government, the big corporations, they don't have to pay their debts. But what they try to do is make the little guy think that that's the only way we're going to pull ourselves out is by you paying your debt. I say use those credit cards, max them out to the fucking max, and then don't pay your debts. Then at least you got some money in your pocket. Use that credit card to buy some seeds and some soil and start planting your own seeds for this winter season, because these friggin' guys are going to collapse the system even more, but they're trying to get more rich because they're trying to get you to invest your money into the economy. Start putting your money into things that make you rich off everything that goes bad. Such a pile of crap. The only money he wants is the money in his own pocket, and he's looking for all his buddies, all these guys that he sits around and talks around that nice little round table. They want more money. The only way they can get more money is if you pay your debts. So you pay your debts. Meanwhile, they aren't paying their debts, and it's their debts that are creating this global crash. It's these big banksters, it's these Tony Robbins people that have all the fucking money, and are they giving it to anybody else that has a good idea? Why don't you go and fund me? Hey, Tony Robbins, I got a good idea. Are you funding that one? No. Can I go to a bank and get funding for that idea? No. Any of these philanthropists, anybody, what are they funding? Any good ideas? No. What are they funding? Vaccines that'll fucking kill you. Food banks so that you can sort of live to be another slave another day. Not really getting rid of the reason why we have no food, like, what's that company called? Cemento, or the friggin' company that's owning all the seeds. Like Tony Robbins is lacking love. Tony Robbins is lacking acceptance. Tony Robbins thinks he can only get love through money. Tony Robbins thinks that he's only going to get acceptance if he has enough money. Tony Robbins thinks that, all of the information is, if he's the smartest guy in the room, we'll all accept him. We should be accepting Tony Robbins because he knows shit. We should be loving Tony Robbins because he's a fucking idiot. We've all been fucking idiots because we've been listening to Tony Robbins. So you gotta love the guy. He knows shit, but so did we. We knew shit too. We're all in the same fucking boat. We're all stupid. All of the information we have has been crap information. So it's like... The one thing he had right is we need to start loving each other. Getting close with our families. Starting to make love with your enemy. And Tony Robbins, although is evil, he just doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's just an immature little boy that doesn't know what he's doing, and he needs to mature a little bit. He won't mature if we keep telling him how bad he is, because then he's just going to get more bad. So we need to send him a little bit of love and say, Tony Robbins, go get yourself a different education, start hanging around different people, follow your own advice, start spending some of that money on some good ideas, but educate yourself on what a good idea actually looks like. A good idea is not by war and killing people and making people starve, and you earn some money off of that. A good idea is actually paying your employees when you do have a seminar to give. Just a thought, but I'd be, the day Tony Robbins starts getting better information is the day that he starts helping out humanity instead of taking from humanity. I don't see that man giving any of his money to any good ideas. He may be giving it to food banks. Why? Because he's taken all your money and now you need some food. He need to fill himself up with, aren't I a good guy? I give you lots of free food. No, start paying your employees so they can afford to buy their own food. Stop brainwashing people with this NLP programming just to get more money in your own friggin' pocket. Why don't you start brainwashing people into doing the right thing? But you gotta kind of educate yourself on what the right thing looks like before you start teaching it to other people. And you ain't gonna get any good information from the people you hang with. Why don't you hang with a different group of people? You're welcome at my dinner table. You might want to bring your own food because we don't have food at our table, but I'd educate you on what a good idea is right away. And then maybe you can stimulate the economy with a good idea. Right now, I ain't seeing no good ideas coming from Tony Robbins. The only good idea he's got is get yourself a coach. Oh, Tony Robbins. Get yourself educated. Oh, the bankers. Oh, the guys that earn a lot of profit off of your poverty. Get yourself, maybe go and talk to a few people that are living in poverty. They know some problems. They know some solutions. Ask them what they want, and they'll tell you. There's where you're going to get your better education. Love to you, Tony Robbins. You're just a little immature, and you need to grow up. Peace out.